Oh, hello there. Today, for our how-to, we're going to be making little toy origami frogs. And I say toy because... Hello! I think it just restarted on me. Hi! Today we're making toy origami frogs for our how-to. I say toy because they actually jump. Just make them fly right off the table. This is very simple. You just need some origami paper. You can get this at any craft store or online or even at some superstores. But you start with it's a perfect square. It can be any size, it can be big or small. And to start out with, you make it a half fold. Doesn't matter which way, as long as you fold it in half. Try to make sure the corners are nice and lined up there. Secure that. And what I like to do is when you make a fold in origami, kind of take something like a pencil or any kind of flat surface you can use to press down and make that fold nice and tight. So we have a half sheet of origami paper, and this will start to slowly form into a frog. What we're going to do now is take every outward corner, all four outward corners, and fold them in. And make sure you get a nice sharp corner there when you fold in so that it's lined up well. And then you fold it back out and you do the same with every corner. Fold them all inward in toward the same center. Just like this. Finally our fourth one. All the same way. And when you've done that, it'll have like two X shapes on it in the folds. Trace them out there and make it easier to see. Second line's a little harsher, but yeah, you'll have two little X's there. And these will fold inward. And to do that, take one of these corners again, one of the four corners that you have here, and kind of take your two fingers and pinch it. And then, this is a little tricky, you do the same with the other side. And what you'll do when you do that, when you pinch both corners like this, you get a little pyramid shape. And then you fold that pyramid in on itself, nice and flat. And when you flatten it out, that'll become a point as well. So we get this little triangle edge. So if I do that again, I'll show you here. Take our pyramid, pinch the outer sides, and fold them in just like that. The fold's a little tricky, so I'll show one more time. Here's the square we started with that's folded in the corners. Grab the edges here, fold them in. Try to make sure it gets nice and tight there. And then I'll make sure these sides are aligned when you fold it down. So when you press on this in here, that's how you get this fold. And now you'll have a square. Kind of a square with some tabs. And what we do with these tabs is now we're going to fold these corners inward again this way. So I'll take my corner here and go whoop, right toward the middle. You see it all goes to that same point. So nice and pointy there again. We're going to do this again with all four of these same corners we've been messing with the whole time. Nice and symmetrical. Cool thing about origami is it's something you can do by halves. It's also for squares. There's some fun origami facts for you. So once we fold in all these tab corners inward, we'll have a square with some squares inside of it. But we're not done yet. We're going to take these same corners, these same ones we've been messing with. We're going to fold it inward again. Just so that like this little line here, I'll highlight it so it's easier to see. It's what you want to go to. So you kind of go like, whoop, hit that corner tab, whoop. And once you line that up and fold it, bada boom, you'll have a little tab out like that with your corner. So once again, do this with all four. And then our fourth one, you'll have something that looks like this. And it has a little flap in the middle there that can be opened up, but we're not going to mess with that. So it looks like this. And this is going to be, we almost have a frog now. We have our four little legs there. but it needs more shape. And speaking of boats, we're going to make one. I'm going to take this edge here. Now make sure you're grabbing the right edge. You don't want one of the ones that opens up. You want an edge that's between two legs there. Grab an edge, fold it in, and that will make our frogs behinds. But we're going to make the sides as well. So take one of the edges that does have a flap and fold those inward toward the middle. Line it up with the little back flap there, line it up with the head. Like you're making a bit of a paper airplane shape with these outer flaps. And you'll see the inner flaps here will stay out. So we'll fold this in to an arrow-like shape. And that'll give us a real frog look there. Nice and pointy. But you'll see it doesn't jump yet. So first, it's got to do some sit-ups. We're going to turn it around. Fold it in half, just like that. You see the legs will touch each other, so it's doing little sit-ups there. Fold it in half, secure that fold, and now we're almost there. This is the last fold, and it's also the trickiest. So, what we're going to do, just lay your frog on its back, like it's having a nice sunbathe. Then, grab its back legs, and, well actually you want to face like this. So the head toward you. Grab its back legs, head toward you, then you gotta pinch its butt. So once it's folded over, butt properly pinched, fold it in on itself like that. So I'm gonna show it to you one more time in close up. I pinched its legs, folded it over. So you kind of take the half of the frog and then make it half again. Once you secure that fold, you'll notice it's hard. It's hard to secure that fold. That's a good thing. That tension and its back legs is what's gonna make it hop. So now, when I poke it from the back, flies away. And that is a functioning origami frog. Now, I'll do another one just so we can go over it again. I'll use red this time. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll use lilac. Actually, that's way hard to see. I got so much paper here. We'll use a fuchsia. The light here makes it very drowned out, but I promise you it's fuchsia. So, we'll fold it in half again. Whoop. Then we make we take our corner folds, fold them all inward. And what's cool about the corner folds too is you can take the last fold you did, I'll highlight it here like that so you can see it. You can take that corner fold and then line it up with this one, so the second one's always easier. You can just see right there, like cool, I'm lined up. Bring it down. Third corner, oh dear. Third corner, bring it in. Fourth corner, bring it in. And then we do what I think is the second hardest fold of this. It's where we do our, what I call pyramid folds. They have another fold, it's called a mountain fold or a valley fold. But we have our X's. I'm going to pinch the corners here, bring it in and fold it on itself. So, let's show you that one more time. Pinch a corner just like that, and then bring the other side up on both ends. You can see it's fighting here, this happens. If it's fighting like that, secure your folds. That, and then go back like this and this, bring it to a point. When you fold it, it'll flatten to a nice point. That's a frog edge. So we do the same over here, pinch it, bring it in, press it down. Oh dear. Bring it in, press it down, just like that. Bring it to a point. That's a shoddy point, but it'll work. And then take the same four corners, bring them up. Bring it up, fold it in, just like that. Bring it in, fold it down, bring it in, fold it down. Woo! Then we have our square with squares, but we turn our squares with squares into frogs with legs. So, that's one leg, fold this outward again, just kind of. Sometimes you'll have to press down in the middle there just to get it nice and lined up with your other point. Bada bing. Bada boom. Now we've got the world's fattest frog. Take one of the corners here, make a butt. Easy as that. Make a side. Little paper airplane looking frog. Make it do a sit up. fold in half, and then once again, head toward you, legs grabbed, butt pinched, fold it over in half again. Woo! That's another frog. So they don't take too long to build either. And I say that because we do all frogs in groups. You can make as many as you like and have them do little races. You can have them hop over obstacles. A bunch of their friends. I love these little guys. But yeah, that's what I have for you. That's how you make an origami frog. I don't expect you to master it one video. In fact, when this is recorded, or if you're watching the recording, feel free to go back over and over and watch every fold again. But once you practice it enough, it'll become second nature, and you can just pump these bad boys out while you're sitting in a meeting or whatever you're doing. And yeah, those are origami frogs. Thanks for coming.